is going to go ahead with quick hands. McTavish will have to nullify it.
Here it is. The waiting is over. The New York Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions. And this one will last a lifetime.
No more curses. This is unbelievable. These people have waited a long time. Fans, players, coaches. Unbelievable.
Let the celebration begin. What a moment. A moment that has never been known at Madison Square Garden.
And on behalf of the former Rangers, thank you, 1994 Rangers. This is something special. Oh, remember this. Enjoy it.
Messier, Keenan, Leetch, Kovalov, the first Russians to win a Stanley Cup.
Mark Messier delivered, folks. Mike Richter delivered.
Yes, he did. Joey Kocur couldn't play tonight. He joins in the celebration.
The winner of the Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the Stanley Cup playoffs is Brian Leetch.
The first American-born player to ever win the Conn Smythe Trophy, the sixth defenseman to ever be so honored.
He won the Rookie of the Year. He won the Norris Trophy as the most valuable defenseman, and now he's won the biggest of them all. The Conn Smythe of the Stanley Cup.
Conn Smythe winner, Brian Leetch of the New York Rangers.
Just wait, you're going to see the most beautiful piece of silver, the most wonderful. The Holy Grail is coming out, folks. This is just an incredible piece. Bob Gutowski, the president of the Madison Square Garden, Neil Smith, Mike Keenan. Oh, does that mean something? These people have worked so hard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hang on.
The Stanley Cup.
Whether you're a fan 4 years old, 64 years old, 84 years old, no matter how long you've waited, this is something special.
Look at the hands. These guys have white gloves on, carrying the Stanley Cup. That is precious. It's beautiful. And it's going to have the New York Rangers all over it.
Well, New York, after 54 years, your long wait is over. Congratulations to the Rangers and the Vancouver Canucks for a spectacular finals. Congratulations to Bob Gutowski, Neil Smith, and Mike Keenan, the entire Ranger organization, and most importantly, the players. Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Tina Turner's song, Simply the Best, blaring on the loudspeaker. That's the song the Rangers listened to before the game.
He came to New York 3 years ago to deliver the Stanley Cup, and there it is.
Looking up at his family right now, saying, I can't believe it.
How sweet it is. Kevin Lowe, a great champion. And there's the great one, Brian Leetch.
Brian Leetch had his shoulder frozen 3 or 4 times in the New Jersey Devils series just so he could play.
Well, Sam, for the first time in the illustrious career of Mark Messier, he has scored the goal that has won the Stanley Cup. And I don't know if you care about things like that, but it's just one little extra thing.
No, it doesn't matter anyways. When one person scores, we all score. I'm really, right now, I'm so numb right now, I don't know what to say. There's so many things to talk about, to tell everybody, but right now I can't think of anything, but just so happy to win it.
Well, Mark, always the most recent achievement seems to be the most enjoyable, but when you consider that you came here with an almost impossible mission in the minds of many Ranger fans to deliver this cup after the previous success in Edmonton, how can you compare this?
Well, I think it's the Stanley Cup's obvious in Edmonton was special and be a big place in my heart forever. This is completely different. The pressure, the magnitude of the city playing under the microscope that we did, the challenge of winning a cup here for 54 years, erasing all the ghosts everybody talked to is incredible. And I just want to say one thing. Yesterday, Mike Keenan addressed the team for about 15 minutes in the dressing room. It was the most powerful, the most intense, the most emotional speech I've ever heard in my entire life. He seized the moment, he took control of the situation, he got the team back on control, and I'm telling you, you can say whatever you want about Mike Keenan, but yesterday he came through when we needed him, and he's a big reason for a win today.
Mark, take a look behind you, the joy, the celebration. This has been an unbelievable bumpy ride. It's been a great ride. There have been some big bumps in it. What's the key moment of this whole achievement, the commitment that sticks out in your mind?
Just from the first trophy we won in September, the French Maids Trophy, when we went over to England, and we never looked back. Mike kept his foot on the throttle the whole year. He pushed us, and nothing for free. There's going to be trouble. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be things, but that's why it's so sweet when you do overcome all the hurdles and win it. And let me tell you, Mike Keenan deserves a lot of credit.
All right. Enjoy the champagne.
As well as this guy right here.
Oh, look who I have here, the Conn Smythe winner himself. Brian, congratulations.
Thanks, Al. It's unbelievable. It was the toughest game I've ever been a part of, having to win that fourth game. I don't know what to say. It was just so tough to win.
Brian, you're such a modest man. When it came time to go over and get that Conn Smythe, it seemed as though you were a little hesitant. You wanted somebody to go with you. You looked at Messier. Tell me about that moment.
I just told Mess I wanted the whole team up there for pictures because we couldn't have done it without everyone. It was an unbelievable team effort. We pulled together every time we needed to. Mike Richter was the best goal I've ever seen. Some of the saves he made. It's just, it's unbelievable. It's amazing.
What does it mean to you to be the first American to have his name inscribed on that all-important trophy?
Well, I haven't even thought of that. It's just like the Stanley Cup is what we all played for, and down the road it'll be great to look back on. But that cup here in New York, it's amazing.
It's right over our heads, as a matter of fact. It's everywhere. Talk to me about the weight that you felt of 54 years. Now that it's over, now that you've won it, can you be honest about how heavy that weight was?
I'll tell you, it wasn't the 54 years. It's just never having been through it before. You know, I made it to the second round once before. This finals, you know, Mark kept telling me that fourth game will be the toughest game you'll ever have to win in your life. And it was even tougher than he told me it was going to be. It's just an amazing feeling. In 54 years, that's something I'm really happy for the fans. But this cup is, the guys worked hard for it, and it's unbelievable.
Brian, congratulations. We'll see you in the locker room.
Thanks, Al.
Brian Leetch, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. We have another star right here. It's Mike Richter. Mike, when I looked up at the clock and I saw there was a minute left, I said, Mike Richter's not off the hook yet. He's going to have to make one more big save. Did you think the same thing?
Yeah, I actually did. I hoped I would. You don't want to get it for free, and obviously every series got more difficult, and we certainly did get this cup for free. Vancouver played beautifully, and we made life hard on us on occasion, but the sign of a winner is to come back under any adversity, and we did a good job. We really did.
Mike, speaking of coming back, you know we've had an entire season and all these playoff games to talk about how you changed your career around to become what you are now, a Stanley Cup champion. And as you reflect on it, it's a very personal thing, but as you think about what you've done, what's going through your head?
I really haven't had too much of a chance to sit back and think about it. My gosh, I'm still thinking we're going to play another round, but...
No, it's over, Mike. It is. It's really over.
You know, as much as it's exciting, it's just something that you've been building for really your whole life, but after disappointing last year, we honestly said from the very, very beginning, this is what we want to do. We knew we had the players. The coaching staff's outstanding. Our management kept guys together, gave us a sense of confidence, and the players played well. So, I mean, we had a lot working for us, but it's still not easy against good teams, but it's the most satisfying feeling I've ever had in my life.
Go sip some champagne.
I will. I definitely will.
All right, Sam. We'll be in that Rangers locker room in a matter of moments, but right now, back upstairs to you.
Thanks, Al. Enjoy the celebration. Yes, the curse is over. The demons, yes, the mission is accomplished. And the time has come. The New York Rangers in a thrilling 7-game series, in a thrilling 3-2 win. What do you think?
That just about says it all, doesn't it, Sam? 1994 Stanley Cup champions. The New York Rangers logo on it. They have represented the National Hockey League so well this season. They've deserved everything they've worked for. They've had great leadership in all areas. And this is something that is so special. It's very, very difficult to talk about how special this is.
Right now, Al Troutwig is standing by with another one of the Ranger heroes. Al, take it away.
Sam, I'm in the Rangers locker room, and we've tasted the champagne. Joey Kosar is one of the big villains in that department, and Alex Kovalov is here. Alex, you've got your lucky troll.
Woo-hoo!
Are you superstitious? did he really mean something to this
Yeah.
game? What did he mean?
It's my big man, first man. I can say second man. First will be first Russian and win Stanley Cup.
What does it mean to be the first Russian to win the Stanley Cup with Sergei?
I mean, never Stanley Cup winning Russian players, but I will be first, you know. But all the season, people talking about who will be first Russian player. I did it.
Alex, you played a sensational game tonight. Did you do any special preparing for this game, or did it just happen?
I nothing did special, just play like everybody, you know, play hard, smart, that's all.
What does it feel like to taste the champagne?
Oh, great.
Alex, thanks very much.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we will be talking to other victorious Rangers here, Sam. It feels great. It tastes great.
Al's enjoying himself. You know, you just look at the face of Alexei Kovalov. He's 21 years old. He's from another country, another part of the world. He's come here, adapted, and been one of the great players for the New York Rangers.
And they needed him tonight. And did he ever step up and play well? He's a great kid. He loves the game. He has passion for the game. And as he was standing there with Al Troutwig, and he's talking about winning the Stanley Cup, he's won a gold medal in the Olympics, but he said this is so much harder to win. And what hit me was this team will be going to Washington to meet the president. Alexei Kovalov, the Russian, with the other Russians, will be going on behalf of the New York Rangers to Washington to meet the president. It's awesome.
Al is standing by in the Rangers locker room as the guests continue to come to him at the platform. He's got Jeff Bukaboom. Al.
Sam, it's real easy to get guests in an atmosphere like this. Jeff Bukaboom wants to talk about it, although he said it's difficult to put into words. Jeff, first of all, what happened to you during this game?
Well, I hurt my knee. Nothing too serious, but serious enough that I couldn't continue. I tried, but it was just stiffened up and it's too sore. But I don't feel anything right now.
Well, it must have been absolutely horrible to go through for you.
Well, it could have been worse if we lost, that's for sure. You know, my knee's going to be fine. You know, you only get so many chances at this, and you got to take advantage of it.
Jeff, enormous focus in the biggest media city in the world. I know you guys tried to downplay it, but can you describe to me what it felt like to walk into that cauldron and play the beginning of this game?
You know what? It's the best I've felt as a player since Game 4 in Vancouver. It was, you know, I think everyone was relaxed and focused, and we played that way.
You know, the real key, though, is going to be the chant. Oh, we've got a little Eddie Olczyk. Eddie, get him good.
Boy,
Eddie! Eddie, the role for you is, yeah, go ahead. Give it. Oh, sure, it's empty. Eddie, I know you and I watched a lot of the games in street clothes, and I know that as an old professional that had to kill you, but you know the role that you played for this team. How does it feel tonight?
Unbelievable. The small piece, the big piece, it doesn't matter. We're the world champions. Everybody in New York in this team, it's the greatest feeling ever.
You got a chance
without Eddie. Eddie stretched us all year.
Well, he was the player's player.
Player's player. Hey, these guys are the greatest. They did a heck of a job.
And you did get a chance to skate with the cup.
Unbelievable. Thank you. Way to go, Farmer!
Nick Kyprios has joined Al Troutwig in the locker room. Al?
Well, Sam, when you're one of the Black Aces, you never know if you're going to get the call, and boy, how can you figure out you're going to get a call to play in Game 7 for the Stanley Cup?
It's unbelievable. They say timing's everything in life, and I certainly fit that bill tonight.
How did you get the news that you were going to play tonight, Nick?
I did not know till about 10 minutes before the game. Joey, right up to the line, they worked on him, and you know, they just made a decision, and he wasn't going and I was in, and I know I haven't played in almost 2 months, but you got to be ready for something like this. It's a chance of a lifetime, and it's incredible. No one deserves this more than the people in this organization, from the stick boy all the way up top. It is a first-class organization. and good things happen to good people, and that's why we're champions.
You know, athletes are born to play, Nick, and yet you didn't. Yet you seem totally satisfied. Can we bring this up
New York,
here?
here it is. Here it is.
Is there champagne in there? There's a little bit.
Unbelievable.
It tastes great.
Unbelievable. Yeah! Hey, New York, we'll see you at the parade. Yeah!
Yes, we will. The story continues here, Sam and JD.
Yeah! Hey, New York, here it is.
Now, Greg,
Want to grab one of that?
your name's on this thing a couple of times already.
Yeah, twice.
But as you get a little older,
Oh man. I
and you
mean,
know things are going to
everything's
happen.
going to happen again. I'll tell you. And we got such a great group of guys here. 29 guys, 30 guys all year that work their butts off. There's no better way to be rewarded than to carry this piece of silver around.
No season is the same as another, and it's tough to compare with the years having gone by.
Yeah, no question.
Can you describe the similarities of what this team had to what your Islanders teams did?
We had a lot of experience. You know, the guys never really lost control in the games. You know, there was times we were under pressure and we didn't really panic. And you need those kind of guys. And I mean, I learned a lot from those guys back in the Islander clubs. Boy, I'll tell you. I appreciate everything they taught me, and this is kind of for them too.
Mark Messier talked an awful lot about this speech that Mike Keenan delivered to the team yesterday. Why was it so powerful and obviously effective?
Well,
is that thing getting a little heavy?
Yeah, it was a great speech. Yeah, she's slipping out of my hands. But what Mike said yesterday is basically he still had confidence in us, and the guys still had confidence in each other, and we knew we could do the job. We just had to get back and play Ranger hockey, and we went out and did that tonight. And fortunately, we came out on top.
Greg, if you can get out of here, thanks very much and congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot.
Sam.
Thanks, Al.
I got Steve Larmer
Steve
here.
Larmer's coming right in. Let's stay with you, Al. Go ahead.
Hey, Steve.
How are you, Al?
You haven't done this yet.
Nope, not at all. This is unbelievable. What a great feeling. I mean, all the hard work everybody puts in throughout the whole year in the playoffs. I mean, what a payday. It's incredible. Our name's on it forever.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Steve, what in your mind was the key element that this team had with some of the other good teams that you had and played with that just came up short?
Well, we just, the experience and the dedication and the commitment from everybody. I mean, we'd put ourselves in tight situations before, and we'd always come out on top throughout the whole season. I mean, we just had so many positive things happening to us that we could draw on to get us through another one. I mean, they're a great hockey team, and they never quit.
Talk to me about the tension. The tension for the people who are fans of this team is absolutely enormous. What was it like to be a player and be part of that, especially in this game?
Hey, it's a lot easier to play because at least you got some kind of control on what's going to happen out in the ice. And, we were in a great frame of mind for the last 2 days when we come back from Vancouver. And we played 84 games to get ourselves into this position to have a 7th game. And, boy, did it pay off. And it's just a great feeling. I mean, unbelievable.
Hey, Steve, 20 years from now, you're in the Hockey Hall of Fame. You walk past the Stanley Cup and someone says, what do you think that year was like that the Rangers won the Stanley Cup? What would you say to him?
Well, the greatest year I ever had in hockey. It'd be the greatest memory in hockey. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, your name's on it forever.
Steve, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Al.
Sam, it's a great thing to know that people who commit themselves can have the feeling that Steve Larmer and this team has. Back to you.
They are sipping from the Stanley Cup.
Hey, Al.
How you doing? Congratulations.
Good. Thank you very much.
You're full of champagne, you're full of sweat, and you with Alex now have put Russian names on the Stanley Cup. What does that mean to you?
What does it mean for me?
Joey, you got me great.
A little bit.
Oh, does that feel good?
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of our team. We work all year hard, and we have job done. And it's unbelievable. It feels unbelievable.
Sergey, when you call back to Russia, what kind of things will you say about this experience?
I can say, well, my friend, we are Rangers. We win the biggest trophy in North in NHL as a team.
Congratulations.
Stanley Cup, it's the biggest trophy you can win in North America and Canada as a team, and we won.
Yes, you did. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The Rangers are number one. Their fans are number one. Al Trotwig is standing by with a man who Played for Vancouver last year, came all the way across to the Rangers this year, Doug Lidster.
And Sam, Doug is here with his wife Joanne, and it really must have been a strange journey for you to match up against your old team, to come all the way across this continent and win the Stanley Cup so far from where you played for so long.
Well, it certainly was. It was a journey. It was an experience that our family was looking forward to when we left Vancouver to come over to the East Coast and learn and live the New York lifestyle. And we knew that we had a chance to win the Stanley Cup, and that really excited us. When it came that we were playing against the Canucks in the finals, that added a little bit more to it, obviously. And I don't know what to say. I'm having a tough time summing up my emotions right now.
Joanne, how about you talk for the Ranger wives? Many of them are in here in tears. They can't believe it. You sacrificed a lot too in trying to move your family all the way across, and then all those times when he wasn't there. What does it feel like? I mean, you've been through a lot.
It was fun. It was really fun. I'm so glad for my husband and for the team. It's a lot of work, and
were there nights when he came home? Were there nights when he came home as a result of the tension where he just had to be left alone?
Actually, I think that if anything, I was so proud of my husband, how tough he was this year mentally and physically, and I think if anything, I think it made the cup sweeter because I realized how strong he was.
Doug, you played such a major role, in the game where Jeff Bukaboom was suspended. Today he's hurt, and your minutes went rocketing up. And I wonder if there wasn't a time in this season where you thought if you were going to play many more minutes again, and then to suddenly be thrust into the scene the way you were, it's really a great story.
Well, that's, I'm extremely proud of the guys that were known as the Black Aces. We kept on working and going hard, knowing that you might not get in there, but trying to expect that you have that opportunity. You got to make the best out of it, and we just kept pushing each other, and things worked out well in the end, and that's the bottom line. I guess we won a Stanley Cup, and I'm a part of the team, and that's all I could ask for.
Thanks. Congratulations to both of you. Sam?
Thanks, Alan. Doug Lidster, who became a major contributor when he stepped into the lineup in the New Jersey series as the cup continues to be passed around the locker room with the champagne in it as the Rangers enjoy the celebration.
Just a quick note here, and I don't know if I'm going to anyway. Adam Graves will win the King Clancy Memorial Award for his dedication and his humanitarian work in the community. He'll be awarded that Thursday night. Now, you really think about what this kid does off the ice. We all know what he does on the ice. And to see good things happen to a good person like him, congratulations to Adam and his family. That's a family award.
And I know that what will really please him is finally breaking out of that slump, scoring a goal tonight in the Rangers' victory. It was important for him. I know he was agonizing about not being able to score after having the great regular season, the record-breaking season that he had for the Rangers.
As he said yesterday, he finally had a chance for the first time in approximately 10 days to relax, as did Brian Leetch, and just a chance to recover and get your thoughts back in place. And it was kind of a shell-shocked few days when Vancouver won Games 5 and Game 6 and was all travel, and no one had a chance to really stop and collect their thoughts. And then as Mark Messier told the whole world, and we talked about it earlier in the game, it was amazing how when Mike Keenan had to deal with his players with a very awkward situation regarding the rumors with Detroit, Mike Keenan proved why he's Mike Keenan and why Mike Keenan has won everywhere, and he's now added the National Hockey League championship to his mantelpiece. And you will never be able to win a championship unless you have a coach who can handle every situation, and Mike Keenan did that in a great city, and at times a city that, well, it's been since 1940, yet Mike Keenan got it done. He's to be congratulated beyond a doubt for what he did.
Under the toughest circumstances, he came through as a coach, and he performed, and he's proven himself to be one of the great coaches in the NHL. Adam Graves, perhaps a future captain of the New York Rangers. Right now, one of the stars of the Rangers is with Al. Let's go back to the locker room.
Adam, after a sensational regular season, these playoffs become a season unto themselves. 10 games without a goal coming into tonight. Was that eating away at you?
Oh, I think it always, you want to contribute, especially when you got such a great bunch of guys as we do. And I think it was one of those things that throughout the season, I don't think I'm first to goal scorer. I think for sure I'm not a first to goal scorer, that's for sure. Half the shots went off my shins and my skates and tips or whatever. And I was very, very fortunate because I was playing with such great players like Mess and Leetch, and I could go on and on. But think basically the bottom line is you try to work as hard as you can and you try to contribute. And I think I was contributing hitting and trying to play good defense and penalty killing that, but I wasn't contributing at all offensively, and I think that really, really hurt us in the last 2 games. And
but you did tonight.
It doesn't matter who scores. The bottom line is we won, and that's all I care about.
Adam, you've been around long enough to know that the way this city feels about this team is very, very special and very unique. I wonder if now that you've finally won it, and we know there is no curse, whether it went through your mind, even for a fleeting moment, that something weird's going on here.
You know what? I might have felt that way, but something happened about 6 weeks ago to an avid Ranger fan, a lady by the name of Cecile Seidel. I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but
yes, we are.
Anyways, I think she took the garden ghost, kicked it right out of the rafters, and fortunately enough, it didn't haunt us this year, and we were able to win. And I can't say enough about the guys because it comes down to doing it as a team. That's from Mike Keenan to Dick Todd to Soupy Campbell to all the players. It was great.
Adam, what was the biggest difference in this team's approach this season compared to all the others?
One word: belief. We believed in each other, and we believed in what our cause was, and we were able to stick to that belief through thick and thin. We did things a tough way all year, and fortunately enough, we ended up on top.
Tomorrow morning you'll be laying in bed. Hopefully you probably didn't get any sleep.
Probably with a headache.
but you'll have a chance to think about this. Can you just describe at all, after all the commitment, all the hours, all the games, all the hits, all the goals, what it means?
You know what? It'd just be nice to get back to living normal. This has really consumed me. I don't think the game's ever been as big in my mind or in my life as it has this last couple weeks. And I've been fortunate. I've been surrounded by great people, starting with my fiancée Violet, who makes it a heck of a lot easier when I'm normally I'm in a great mood all the time, but lately I've been a little grumpy and a little ornery, and you know, it's you have to sacrifice a lot, and it's all worth it though. I mean, there's not a better feeling than bring her home to New York.
And Adam, it's just like you to think of someone like
Rangers number one. Rangers number one.
They got me, Bubby. But it's just like you, Adam. It's just like you to mention someone like Cecile Seidel on a night like this, and that's one of the things that New York's come to love about you. Thanks. Congratulations.
My pleasure. Thank you.